Things are never quite what they seem. We only see the front, without paying attention to the shadows hiding behind it. All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely actors in the tragedy that is life. Recently, mysteries that seemed so far away from me are getting closer and are starting to show themselves in the light of truth. My name is Rose Hawkins. I'm an inspector of the Juvenile Division of Massachusetts. For several weeks, I investigated the case of a missing girl named Eden. All of this led me to an old and abandoned asylum in the north of the country. But details are blurring out. My recent memories faded away, as if it was hiding behind a cold and wet fog. When I opened my eyes, all I can remember is a man pointing a gun at me and shooting me down. Still alive. How is it possible? I'm still bleeding. I need to find something to heal myself. That's unsettling.
It means you finally woke up. You've probably noticed that it's impossible for us to speak in this place. I can't speak to you, and you can't speak to me. We can only think inside our own little minds. That's why I use this old recorder to talk to you. I have a deal to propose. But you need to find me first.
That was more than 10 years ago, and the asylum never opened its doors again.
like you got into this dark and cold place. Well, my dear, I'm afraid it's your fault. We told you not to trust anyone. Oh, but you probably don't remember anyway. It's one of those side effects caused by the shock that affected your memory. I'm even willing to bet that you don't remember the last few hours. Why did you come to this asylum to investigate? Why did you come alone? What did you find? What happened? And who shot you? So many questions left unanswered. Answers you seek, but I'm sure your memory will come back in a few hours. All I know is that you are seeking a missing child called Eden. I know a lot of things about her, you know? And if you wish, I can even help you find her. But you need to get out first, and without my help, you won't be able to. That's why I came to you. I don't think the prospect of spending eternity in this place interests you. Does it? Of course, I won't help you for free. You'll have to do me a favor. I would like you to help an old friend of mine, a nurse called Dorothy Simons. I would like to pay off a debt I owe her. It's very easy. You just need to find her and set her free. That's your job, right? You find people and try to figure out why they are missing, don't you? That's why I need you, Inspector. Do you see that big door behind me? My access card will open it. It will bring you back to the asylum. Find the nurse and free her. In exchange, I'll tell you where to find the girl you are seeking.
This might be my only chance to get out of this place. I really should find this nurse before she changes her mind.
For free, you'll have to do me a favor. I would like you to help an old friend of mine, a nurse called Dorothy Simons. I would like to pay off a debt I owe her. It's very easy. You just need to find her and set her free. That's your job, right? You find people and try to figure out why they are missing, don't you? That's why I need you, Inspector. Do you see that big door behind me? My access card will open.
find a nurse and free her. What does that mean? Well, I think I just found my nurse. What happened to her?
To be honest, Doctor, I'm not here to confide my problems to you or some bullshit like that. I don't believe in those stories about working on oneself, subconscious, or neurosis. Just because I'm a nurse doesn't mean I can't see what you're scheming. The reason I came is because I'd like to know what happened to my 6 patients, Doctor. They didn't magically vanish. What have you done to them? Why were they crying every day after your sessions? Your little experiments on them failed, so you got rid of them? Is that it, Doctor? They were living proofs of your incompetence, and you couldn't stand it? Anyway, you'll understand that I can't close my eyes on such a matter, Doctor. Though money could help me look the other way.
Looks like an old surface elevator. I should check if it's still working. It seems I'm not alone here. Subject: Monitoring conditioned psychic connections. Project history: 1933. 6 8-year-old female test subjects are exposed to the same traumatic shock. Vienna, Austria. 1936 to 19XX. Attempts at controlling post-traumatic reactions. 1947. Harmonization of brainwave activity between the 6 subjects. Project outsourced in Paris. 19XX. Artificial inseminating attempt on the 6 subjects. Monitoring of the prenatal psychic process. Failure. 2 stillborn, both males. 1953. 5th artificial insemination attempt. Success. Birth of 6 sisters. 1956. 6 sisters are separated, each adopted by diverse foster families. Connections are studied and monitored. 1969. Project relocated to New Vineyard Asylum in U.S. The 6 sisters are brought in. Project enters the 2nd phase. 1974. First successful psychic transfers on puppets. Unconscious puppet control. 1977. Project is assigned to Dr. Thomas Walton. Consciousness transfer attempt from one subject to another. 23% success rate. Positive result. 1979. Psychic disconnection. I wonder what kind of experiment they conducted here. Murder at New Vineyard. Winter brought grim tidings to the New Vineyard Asylum. Yesterday morning, Farmington authorities discovered the remains of Dorothy Simmons, a resident nurse at New Vineyard. Her body, mutilated almost beyond recognition, had been left exposed in the infirmary of the main building. According to investigators, Miss Audrey Millers, head of the mental institution's security operations, has confessed to the crime. Miss Millers was found drenched in the victim's blood and muttering to herself. The murder weapon has not yet been found. According to knowledgeable sources, Miss Millers was mentally fragile and was struggling against the intense pressures placed on her as head of security. In a cruel twist of fate, Miss Millers, once head of security at New Vineyard, will be committed there as a high-risk patient. An inquiry will be launched regarding the screening and evaluation of new employees at New Vineyard to prevent such tragic incidents in the future.
That's awful. She must have experienced a lot of pain.
Girl. What's a girl doing here? Hey, sweetie. Are you okay? What are you doing here? My name is Rose. What's your name? She's ignoring me. I need to find a way to open this gate. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of here. Stay there, okay? Medical record. Name, Audrey Millers, 31 years old. Occupation, head of security at the New Vineyard Asylum since June 1973. Additional information. Slight personality disorder, mild paranoia. Should be monitored, high responsibility job. There's another page. Name, Audrey Millers, 36 years old. Date, March 1979, New Vineyard Asylum. Personality disorder, heightened aggravation, and textbook traits of paranoid delusion are all evident. Medical consultant, Thomas Walton.
This place is creepy.
The other self, Carl Gustav Jung, one of the founding figures of modern psychoanalysis, divided human inner reality into 4 elements: the ego, the center of consciousness, feelings, and emotions, that which creates one's sense of self. The persona, ancient Greek, actor's mask. The personality, the social mask adopted by people to fulfill expectations and be accepted by others. The shadow, representing everything people hold back unconsciously to avoid rejection. This is generally accepted as the cause of internal conflict. Finally, there's the self, considered the very root of the psyche as a whole. The self encompasses both consciousness and unconsciousness. To become aware of one's self requires encompassing both the persona and the shadow. Self-awareness requires removal of self-deception and recognition of the disturbing elements in the shadow.
You have 2 messages.
Dr. Walton, the board has heard about the 6 missing sisters. Do you realize how humiliating this could be for the Foundation? The board is starting to wonder if making you head of the project 2 years back was a terrible mistake. We are about to lose 40 years worth of work due to your ineptitude. This problem must not get in the way of the other projects. And obviously, you will no longer be in charge of those other projects. In any case, the board wishes it had learned about their disappearance directly from you, and not from the rumors that are circulating about it. Do your best to shut down those rumors.
Second message.
Dr. Walton, the police came this morning to take away the mutilated body of that poor nurse. We certainly hope that you are not responsible in any way. That would be inexcusable.
What are you hiding, Dr. Walton?
Architecture of the brain. History of neuroscience. Historically, neuroscience originated as a subdivision of biology and medicine, focusing on the nervous systems and its various afflictions. The human nervous system is comprised of the spinal cord, the nerves, the autonomic nervous system, and the sensory organs. Cognitive neuroscience looks at the neurobiological processes active in human understanding. Affective neuroscience looks at the mechanisms of emotions.